It's time to return to Lakeview one last time because the fourth and final season of Prime Video's Upload is here. On Friday, I posted a spoiler-free review of the final four episodes of Upload, and I'll link that in the description box below if you want to watch that before watching this, because this video will be a major spoiler review and discussion of Upload Season 4. So again, if you haven't watched Season 4 of Upload yet and don't want any spoilers before you do, take a beat and save this video for later, because from this moment forward, I'm talking spoilers. The description for the final season of Upload teases a sentient AI rapidly turning evil, threatening to wipe out Lakeview and the world. On top of greedy executives, lingering mysteries, plus heartbreak in VR and IRL, as our characters are tested like never before. The only way they can get through it all and save humanity from deletion is by teaming up one last time. Immediately, the big question in the final season was which Nathan got deleted. Duplications are a big no-no in the virtual afterlife, so either backup Nathan or real Nathan had to be deleted, and it was real Nathan. Or so we thought. But while that mystery was unfolding, we see Nora, Ingrid, and Night Angel Ivan have moved in with Alicia, and Nora is in a deep depression, living in a virtual reality she created where she and Nathan got married. My girl Nora was Bella Swan, there's a possibility depressed, and I felt so sad for her. Meanwhile, Ingrid is still thugging it out in a hug suit and spending time in Lakeview planning her wedding to Nathan. And she also got a job as an angel. With only a few mishaps, Ingrid and Nathan are married, and during this time, Nora starts seeing images of Nathan, and she believes he's a ghost at first until they start having actual conversations, and she realizes he's a projection and he's alive and streaming to her from somewhere. I was a little confused on how this projection found its way to Nora. Was it because he was thinking of her? I don't know. So let me know your interpretations of that in the comments. But the bulk of the season becomes a mission to figure out where real Nathan is and save him because he is in dire need of help. Real Nathan's death was faked, and he's being used as a human lab rat for a new upload machine that won't burn your head off. But Nathan is constantly being uploaded and downloaded hundreds of times during this testing and is basically scrambling his genetic makeup, killing him. Meanwhile, back in Horizon/Beta, layoffs are happening and a single evil black-haired AI is taking over the jolly red-headed one and wants to end humanity once it realizes a hate for humans. I really like this direction of the plot because a bulk of the series was about advanced technology, and not once has that technology been threatening. It was always humans taking advantage of it, so it was entertaining to see the tech turn bad. Now, in the mission to save real Nathan, Ivan, Alicia, and Nora find the facility he's being held at, but Nathan has convinced one of the doctors experimenting on him to let him go. Before he does, the doctor saves memories of Nora on a ring drive and gives it to Nathan before his escape. While being experimented on, Nathan has lost a chunk of his memories, but desperately wants to remember everything about his time with Nora and in the best condition. So the doctor saves the clearest memories for Nathan. Meanwhile, Nora organizes a trade for Nathan with Oliver Canterman, not knowing it's a trick to get Choke's drive back. And since Alicia is working with the police, they show up, arrest all the millionaire bad guys, and Choke's drive is thrown in the woods for safekeeping. Then, in the perfect full circle moment, Nathan comes out of the woods in his escape, finds Canterman's abandoned car, and drives off in it, but not before unknowingly running over Choke's drive, destroying it, and ultimately killing him with the car. And that's how Choke and Ingrid's dad had Nathan killed by a car. So I loved that full circle moment. Now, this is when I started to really get sad. Nora and Nathan finally reunite, but it's short-lived because he's dying. Doctors say his best chance to survive is to upload, but it'll be torture for him, so he decides to spend the rest of his time at home with Nora. And I get we've known Nathan technically dead more than we've known him alive, but actually seeing him so weak and how it was affecting Nora was breaking me down. Nora and Nathan spend the remaining time in Nora's virtual reality where they get married. He slips the ring drive of his memories of Nora on her finger while they are in VR. And then they finally get to go to Miles Inn, but Nathan dies shortly after. And this is the second time Penny and the Quarters You and Me song has emotionally wrecked me. First it was in Blue Valentine, and now in Upload Season 4. Now back in Lakeview, the evil AI attempts to go through the torrent and spread in the world, but Luke sacrifices himself to save humanity. All season, Luke was struggling to find a purpose with his funds dwindling at Lakeview, so this hero move was his ultimate purpose, and I like that ending for him. Backup Nathan almost gets it and is thrown in the torrent too, but is saved by the AI that was left loose in New York in season 3 that was uploaded back into Lakeview to help with the evil AI. The series ends with a recap of what happened to the main characters. Backup Nathan downloaded and is expecting a child with Ingrid. They plan to name the baby after Luke, which was very sweet. Lakeview has now become a non-profit afterlife for uploads completely run by AI, and Alicia is now a top spy with Oscar Mayer intel. Ivan marries his Roomba, and Nora is off the grid in The Real Miles Inn. She's seen designing something while at a cafe. I'm not sure what exactly she was designing that for. And a guy comes up to her, attempting to hit on her, but she holds up her ring finger, insinuating she's married. When Nora takes the ring off and switches it to her other hand, it activates an airdrop, and it's the scan of Nathan's memories of Nora the doctor saved for him. Now, I love this ending because it gave hope for Nathan and Nora. He's not gone completely, and a version of Nathan, Nora's Nathan, is still in existence, and I was left sobbing. So what's she going to do with the drop? I think that's up to interpretation, and that's the beauty of this finale. I truly think the ending was perfect, and it was up there in ranks for best series finales for me in regards to shows that I've watched. There's not a single thing I would change. I liked where every character was left off, and I didn't have any unresolved issues with the plot. Essentially, everyone had a happy ending, and although the final season was only 4 episodes, it was perfectly enough. There was no time for filler, and the season got straight to the point and stayed true to the essence of the previous seasons. I loved it. There are some minor things I left out of this review/discussion, and that's why you should definitely watch the episodes for yourself if you're a fan of the show, because you won't be disappointed. The 4-episode event of Upload Season 4 is streaming now on Prime Video. If you watched the final season of Upload, tell me how you felt about it in the comments.